Hey everybody, so this is the other assignment for week 2. This is genetics and inheritance. So as you can see, there's the Center for Writing Excellence, which just gives you some ideas. Academic Writing Guideline Transcript, Academic Writing Guideline Video. I've given you the APA non-specific template, so it's a general template. It's not as good as the week 1, but it will help you out. And then reference help is how to use the reference citation generator. A little walkthrough if you need help with it. And then of course the rubrics are together in the rubric. Okay, so for this one, it says review information on the genetic disorders in the National Human Genome Research Institute. Gives you a link. Choose a disorder that can be inherited from a parent. So make sure you can get it from a parent. It's not a point mutation. And then write an at least 525 word paper on the genetic disorder. So this is a paper, not a blog post. So we're back to no first person. Write the following in your paper. Summarize the chromosomal inheritance and how chromosomal abnormalities can lead to genetic disorders. Describe the relationship between chromosomes and DNA. So that's a point. Identify an example of a genetic disorder. So it's a point for just saying what disorder you're talking about. Hopefully it's a free point. Describe the genetic disorder, including the symptoms. So what happens to you if you get, if I get the X-Men disorder that makes me cyclops and shoots stuff from my eyes, then maybe it's called cyclopean, and I would say the symptoms are shooting stuff from my eyes and whatever else they are. Impact the quality on life. So if I have cyclopia, as we've defined it, I have to wear goggles, and that could be a nuisance, right? Life expectancy. If it doesn't affect your life expectancy, you just say like, thankfully it doesn't, or it might be that because of the impact on the quality of life, like it doesn't directly affect your life expectancy, but it will ultimately lessen it just because you'll have less quality of life. How common is it? So that's where you have like a percent, like such a percent of the population has it, 1 out of every many people have it, blah blah blah. And then does it run in specific ethnic bloodlines? So is it more common to have this cyclopia if you're of Eastern European descent, or would I be more likely to have it if I am a Russian Orthodox Jewish? Like, where does it seem to fall, or is it more general? And if you didn't have it in a specific bloodline, you would say like it does not follow specific bloodlines, specific ethnic bloodlines. It's more spread throughout the population, right? In a lot of cases now with globalization, it may no longer be in an ethnic bloodline, but originally it was probably more in one community, right? Because if it's really dangerous, then it would kill people off and they couldn't have lots of children everywhere. And then format your paper according to APA guidelines, and then blah, blah, blah. So it's a point for references, a point for format. And make sure that this is a paper, so you don't say I, me, you, we, are, how, what, or how, are, your, mine kind of words, right? No first person point of view. Okay, let me pause it and then open up those rubrics. Oh, let me pause it and make the screen. Never mind, the screen was already really big. I guess you get to see my random things that I'm linking to. Right now I'm playing a game while it uploads all the videos and creates them, because you got to kill some time. Anyways, back to the point. So I already read all this, so we're good with this, right? The same for the list style. Why is it having personal issues? I don't know. Let me pause it. There we go. Now it's moving. Okay. Again, if you hit the paragraph symbol, the little paragraph symbols go away. I like them, so they're going to be there. So that I already went through basically the list style. Now if we go into the paper style, this just reminds you the breakdown. So it's a point for that, a point for that. I'd probably put all this in one paragraph kind of thing. A point for that, a point for that. I might put it in less than one paragraph. I'd probably do this first question on chromosomes and DNA. That sounds like an introduction thing. So I would talk about that in the introduction because it's a really broad concept. Narrow down to my thesis, which is where I would give an example of a specific genetic disorder, right? Then I would do a paragraph on what the genetic disorder is and all this kind of stuff. And I would end, if it is in specific ethnic bloodlines, discussing, not that this would already been discussed, but I would discuss the impact of diseases that are chromosomal to specific ethnic groups as part of my conclusion. And then references, half a point for in-text, half a point for full. You'll see now I'm going to be complaining if they don't match. And then it's a point for meeting the 100 level requirements. So introduction, conclusion. You need to have a thesis statement, which this is a point for. That is not a point. 1, 2. Yes. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, so basically it's a point for meeting the 100 level stuff, but if you don't have a thesis, that's going to negate all your other points, right? So you have to have a thesis, which is annoying me if you don't have a thesis. Maybe I should make that 0.05. I'm thinking about it. I should probably make that 0.05. We'll do that. So let's say 0.05. If you don't have your thesis, it's 0.05. So you still get half a point. That seems fair. So let's do that. Okay. I hope this all makes sense and it helped you out.